key issue is the AIADMK tying up with the BJP. Is that a positive or a negative? If you look over several elections, the rise of regional parties across India and in Tamil Nadu has been spectacular compared to national parties. Let's look at the AIADMK plus DMK, two main regional parties in Tamil Nadu. Their vote percentage has shot up over the years. And in contrast, if you look at the national parties here, their vote has declined systematically over the years. So it's a rise of regional parties. So tying up with the national party, is it a good thing or not? We'll come into other aspects of the BJP's image here, which is not exactly the best in Tamil Nadu. One of the key parties that has declined the most here, and everybody knows this, is the Congress. It has been catastrophic. Finally, is this regional party growth only in Tamil Nadu? No, it is right across the country. The center-state relationship, the antagonism between the center trying to exploit states has meant that regional parties has grown. Just look at this, how much they've grown since 1991. They've shot up. Fastest growing phenomenon in elections today is the rise of regional parties. So could this be another error by the AIADMK tying up with the BJP because of the Hindi, now the delimitation bill, tying up? I mean, Jayalalitha was totally against it. Everybody is against it, and now EPS has gone and actually tied up. Will that affect their image?
I would think so, merely because, the BJP is seen as a pro-Hindi party, and they're ramming it down the throats. Most of us in other states swallow it a little and spit it out later. But the Tamils have been on this trail since the 1950s. We don't want Hindi. And you bring a party here where, you shove Hindi down. I think I don't know how many votes it's going to cost. And the bill that's just come, which also has Hindi in it, also 3-language formula. Give 3 languages here, 2 languages in the north. It causes the kind of resentment that is very difficult for a party that's very proud of its language. You're not going to a state where the language is new, people are bothered. This is an old, millennial-old language. So they have enormous pride in their language. And when you try and knock it in any way, they take it very, very personally, and it's got to cost you votes.
Are you saying this Bengali is even better than this or not?
Bengal, it's a problem too. But no, the question is, don't forget, Bengali is a Hindi family language. Indian, this is a separate language. It's a Dravidian language. They don't want to learn.
But Hindi. The whole thing about center state, outsider,
yes,
common to both.
Yes,
it doesn't happen in Kerala because it's Congress versus
that's right.
the left. But that factor of center versus state is important, and language plays a very important role
here. And also, while now lots of people do go to temples. I mean, originally the parties, the DMK, was not a very pro-temple party. They were claimed to be atheist. I wouldn't be surprised. Stalin says he's an atheist. So, that to bring the gods and the goddesses is not particularly good for winning votes.
Yeah. So, is it going to harm the AIADMK tying up with the BJP? Although they did get 10% of the vote in the Lok Sabha election, up from 3%, but they generally get about 3%.
In Tamil Nadu, it is the DMK's gain and the AIADMK's loss that they have tied up with the BJP. Right? And that happened already in 2019. Like the margin of victory in 2019 was not because the AIADMK was that unpopular, because we can prove that, because 2 years later in the state election, the same coalition of AIADMK-BJP got 40% of the vote. But 2 years before in the MP election, the same coalition of AIADMK-BJP got only 30% of the vote. Huge difference, 30 to 40. So it is the BJP coalition that makes the AIADMK's credentials of being regional, of protecting states' rights. I mean, again, we take surveys. Our surveys are very clear. The DMK is positive, net positive. That is, do you believe this party will defend states' rights, protect your identity, keep your language? Our net positive may be plus 30 or plus 40 or plus 50 over time. The AIADMK is minus, minus, minus. There are more negatives than positives ever since they aligned with the BJP. When they were not with the BJP, they had decent positive ratings. So that, of course, is a plus to us because they are sacrificing their principles. We don't have to go much further. We say, every time Ms. Jayalalitha spoke, she said, I made the mistake once, I'll not make the mistake again. I will never join with them. And when she was here, she never accepted she didn't accept GST, she didn't accept NEET, she didn't accept Uday scheme, the restructuring of power. So all that, when you had a strong leader and a strong regional party, you could hold your ground. The Chief Minister keeps reframing. What is the phrase, this is an election between Tamil Nadu and NDA or Tamil Nadu and Delhi mean? That is the angle that we are taking from day one. Right? That's every election he says, this is not a normal election. Every rally he says, it's not a normal election. This is an election between Tamil Nadu and Delhi, and Tamil Nadu and NDA, or DMK and NDA. Something to that effect is the tagline of every, rally.
So the central pitch of the DMK here has been Delhi versus Tamil Nadu. And DMK is saying that we are Tamil Nadu, and one was the language issue, second was all the fiscal kind of an inequity in distribution of the resources, which Tamil Nadu has been speaking about again and again, and the finance issues. And the third one, something that has come as almost a gift to the Stalin and to DMK, is this delimitation issue, where he's pitching himself as that man who is capable of articulating the concerns of not just Tamil Nadu but pan-south, all these southern states which are worried and concerned about what is happening through delimitation. And that is why I think in the last days of the campaign, they are focusing so much on this issue of delimitation, saying that we are capable of doing that. He's achieving two things through that. One, he's keeping AIADMK out of the battle. He's pitching it as a DMK versus BJP battle. And TVK somehow gets sidelined because it's we who are capable of looking after the interests of Tamil Nadu.
I think Vijay has sort of been very clever about this. So he's attacking the ideology of the BJP, and the DMK, he's attacking their politics. So he's making it very clear that he follows Dravidian ideology. It's the politics of the DMK that he's against.
He is called the DMK, the Tiya Shakti, the evil force. And he has said that BJP is the ideological enemy. Yeah. That's the reason he could not have joined hands with the BJP at the time. This election may have looked very different if TVK, which is Vijay's party, had come together with either an AIADMK, which of course then the leadership issue would have been big. If they had come together with the Congress, that perhaps would have worked much better. Would have had slightly better. Though Congress, of course, is a dying party force with only leaders and
totally
no
a dying force. Yeah.
And that's why the Congress was so keen at one point to get into an alliance with Vijay and ditch the DMK. It didn't sort of work out, but all the moves were there. The leaders were meeting.
It would have probably worked better for them if they had.
Exactly.
No, the Congress in the same situation as in Bengal. They used to fight more seats in the Lok Sabha, fewer seats in the...
2/3, 1/3, and 1/3, 2/3, yeah.
Slowly what happened is everybody started looking to Delhi. The Congress people started looking to Delhi, leaving this place without leadership.
Right.
And now they're paying for it. They're almost a non-existent party.